looking to make a real name for himself. What a stage for him to come on today. And Oscar Bob, James McAtee and Jeremy Doku are the attacking trio in behind Erling Haaland. It's Andre Onana in goal for Manchester United. The back four of Diogo Dalot, Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans and Lissandro Martinez starting at left back again. He is capable of playing in that position despite being a natural centre-back. And it is Kobbie, Mainoo and Casemiro as the double pivot. And Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount and Amad Diallo are in behind. Bruno Fernandes will be playing that floating forward today as he did in the cup final. That certainly did cause problems for Manchester City that day, the way he just wandered about. The benches are as follows. Manchester City's is Calvin Phillips, Nathan Ake, Kevin De Bruyne, Stefan Ortega, Bernardo Silva, Savio Matez, Nunes, Scott Carson and Issa Kabore, who's on loan at Luton Town last season. As for Manchester United, it's Altay Bayindir, the goalkeeper, Joshua Zirkzee, the new striker that's come in to help out Rasmus Højlund. Again, Erik ten Hag went for his more senior player in Bruno Fernandes, that plays that false nine today. But Christian Eriksen, there's been lots of rumours about his future. He's still at the club. Alejandro Garnacho certainly had a real impressive season, considering it was a real tough of Manchester United. How young he is, he certainly came with some big moments last time out. Anthony and Jadon Sancho, Facundo Pellistri, Scott McTominay and Toby Collier, who make up that Manchester United substitutes bench. So Manchester City just in the huddle, and they'll be ready to get underway here at Wembley Stadium. The curtain raiser for this season, the Manchester derby at Wembley once more. Can Manchester United do it again? Or can Manchester City not just get the Community Shield back, but also get that revenge on Manchester United? That is Bruno Fernandes in the centre circle to get us underway here at Wembley. Manchester United shooting from right to left, and we are now underway. And Fernandes plays it back to Casemiro. Here's Diogo Dalot into the feet of Harry Maguire. Maguire long-footed ball forwards down to the right-hand side. Easily collected from Joško Vardiol, back to Ederson. Ederson goes long towards the left-hand side, just sails over halfway. Haaland flicks long against Maguire, the ball loops up. Now Maguire flicks it towards the centre circle, control from Bob, and he's beaten to it from Mason Mount. And there was a push there from Bob on Mount. Free kick to Manchester United inside the first 30 seconds. Casemiro plays it back to Johnny Evans. Here's Maguire, right-footed, into the feet of Amad Diallo. Diallo back into the feet of Diogo Dalot. Now it's Maguire just in front of the Manchester United penalty area. Guides it slowly to Onana. Manchester City pressing for the front with McAtee. Onana to his left to Evans. Evans long down the left-hand side. Headed away from Bob. Now taking it on the chest of Kovacic. It's a really nice turn there from Kovacic. Now it's played back to Manuel Akanji by Nico O'Reilly in his first touch in the Manchester City shirt in a senior game. And it's Ederson. Lightly plays it to Ruben Diaz. Minute played at Wembley. Diaz across into the feet of Joško Vardiol. Vardiol lifts it towards Jeremy Doku. Way too far in front of Doku though. And Maguire gets back and calmly plays it into the feet of Onana. Now Onana has Kobbie Mainoo dropping deep. Mainoo inside the D, faces goalkeeper, now takes it on the turn, not really challenging Kobbie Mainoo. Now Mainoo squares it off to Evans. Evans now back with his left foot to Onana. Maguire in plenty of space inside the Manchester United box. I think Onana might go maybe a bit longer through the middle, drags about Onana and then does tap it to Maguire in the end. So Manchester United calmly building from the back here. Maguire to Onana. Evans wants it now. Onana lightly plays it through the middle. Now Casemiro just behind the D. Plays to Maguire first time. Manchester United slowly come from the back here, approaching the second minute of this Community Shield. Now it's Kobbie Mainoo on the half turn. Now it's Evans. Evans clips it to Rashford. Rashford midway inside his own half. Rashford inside to Casemiro. Back to the feet of Evans. And Manchester United enjoying possession here inside the first 2 minutes. Now here's Casemiro on the ball. Casemiro takes it on the half turn and plays it into the feet of Maguire. Back with Andre Onana. Now Onana, right-footed, to his left to Evans. Again, Manchester United building slowly from the back. Evans into the feet of Bruno Fernandes, dropping really deep into his own half, being followed by Rico Lewis all the way. And it's back here with Onana. Again, Onana turns and looks forwards to his left, short onto the feet of Johnny Evans. Again, Evans just walking with the ball here. Casemiro close by, those tightly marked by Lewis and Haaland. So Evans into the feet of Maguire. McAtee moving across to Maguire. It's back in the Manchester United box. Onana. Now Onana out of his area to Maguire. Bring it forwards midway inside his own half. Then looks on his outside to Diogo Dalot. And Dalot back to Onana on the line of his box. Now Onana pings it out towards the left-hand side. Lewis heads it down. Lewis then wins a tackle against Bruno Fernandes, but it breaks on halfway to Lisandro Martinez. Rashford back to Bruno Fernandes, just in front of halfway, and Fernandes hits it off Lewis and breaks forwards, but it's picked up from Akanji. Just got there before Mason Mount, and it's back here with Ederson. Against a good period of possession so far, inside these first 3 minutes for Manchester United. And had some really good pass moves when they got going in that FA Cup final back in May. So it's actually a free kick to Manchester City due to an offside against the Red Devils. So free kick played short from Kovacic to Diaz. Now it's Ederson inside left, just in front of his area. Ederson pings a lovely ball just over halfway out to the right hand side, trapped on the chest of Rico Lewis. Drifts in field, still just in front of halfway. Rashford close by. Lewis calmly plays it back to Ruben Diaz, who's inside the centre circle as he can look to his left or right. He goes to his right, square to Akanji. Akanji about 5 to 6 yards behind halfway. Akanji back to the feet of Diaz. Again, Manchester City just lined up in the back three for the time being. Now Diaz, that's a nice diagonal pass to Doku, midway inside the Manchester United half. Back into the feet of Vardiol, pressed there from Mount. Vardiol gets his forward pass away, but it's Diogo Dalot clears it down the right-hand side. Too far though for Amad Diallo. And now it's back here with Josko Vardiol. Now Vardiol to his fellow countryman, Matej Kovacic. They had a heartbreaking summer. The Croatian pair going out in the Euros due to the last-minute goal which Italy scored. Long diagonal from Manuel Akanji, looks to find Doku. Doku trapped on his chest, then just a heavy touch from Doku now. Diogo Dalot to Amad Diallo, approaching halfway, and that's a really sloppy touch from Amad Diallo with his right foot. Just approaching the 5th minute here at Wembley, no real clear-cut chances created. Manchester United enjoyed a little bit more possession than Manchester City so far. Now Manchester City getting their foot on the ball. Kovacic to Vardiol. Cross here to Akanji, just behind halfway. Akanji, diagonal pass, hit lightly to Rico Lewis, midway inside the Manchester United half. Lewis on the right, back to Akanji, just in front of halfway. Akanji, and a few touches with the ball with his right foot, then into the centre circle to the feet of Ruben Diaz. Diaz now through the middle in the centre circle there. That's a nice touch from the youngster Nico O'Reilly. Now Kovacic turns, plays it through the middle. Good clearance there from Johnny Evans, looping up towards Mason Mount. And that's good strength there from Kovacic to win that aerial duel against Mount. Flick backwards to Ederson, and Manchester City can build from the back here. 5.5 minutes played at Wembley. No real clear-cut chances created so far. Here's Diaz to Akanji, plays it across the face of Fernandes to Diaz. Again, Akanji, Diaz and Vardiol lined up in that back three at the moment, and Diaz floats it out towards left-hand side. That's a really nice touch there from McAtee. Now James McAtee goes back into the feet of Vardiol. Now Manchester City on the left with McAtee. Back here, Vardiol just front of halfway. Good pressing here from Mason Mount. He's had a lot of energy so far inside these first 6 minutes, and Vardiol just caught a bit late from Mason Mount. And the referee did spot that. Joe Gillett's the man in the middle today. Free kick for Manchester City, just behind halfway on the left. Vardiol takes in the centre circle to Diaz, square to Akanji. Rico Lewis wants it just over halfway. Now it's picked up from Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob back into his own half in the centre circle with Diaz. Diaz plays it to his left to Vardiol. One touch to take it into the opposition's half. Now out to left-hand side to Doku. Doku in the attacking third, facing up Dalot and Amad Diallo. Now Doku looks against the box. Good strength there from Diogo Dalot. Won that one-on-one duel with Doku. Now Dalot turns, plays it too far away for Bruno Fernandes. Picked up in the centre of the Man United half from Lewis. Lewis, though, overcooks that pass with his right foot. Too far behind Jeremy Doku there. He put a bit too much power on that pass anyway, Rico Lewis. A bit sloppy there, but again, high hopes for Rico Lewis. And Manchester City have some real top young talents on the pitch today. Rico Lewis, Nico O'Reilly, of course, making his Manchester City senior debut. Oscar Bob, James McAtee. Even more well-known names, Jeremy Doku. And an electrifying talent. This is his second season under Pep, so he could really come more alive this season. Getting used to the Pep way now. Dalot's throw, heavy touch on halfway the chest of Kobe Mainu. Now here's Rico Lewis through the middle. It's a really nice run here from Lewis. Lewis through the centre, trying to play through to Haaland. Good tackle from Casemiro. Manchester City looking to get to the box, but Johnny Evans a really good interception to carry out the box in the end. And then plays it short to Kobe Mainu. Here's Rashford. Now Bruno Fernandes just behind halfway. Fernandes right foot pass cut out really well from Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic over, it's that pass through the centre towards Haaland. Now Maguire whips it long, about 30 yards towards the left. Rashford, he's level with the penalty here. Rashford turns, trying to face up Rico Lewis, and Marcus Rashford just got the ball stuck under his foot as he's trying to turn and face up Rico Lewis. That's a throw from Lewis into the feet of Akanji. Now inside the D is Diaz. Into the feet of Vardiel, midway inside his own half. Joško Vardiel just stops the ball. 8 minutes played here at Wembley. Goalless so far between the two Manchester clubs. Scooped up from Diaz. That's a nice touch there from James McAtee. Now it's back here with Vardiel. Finds a really nice pass in centre circle to Rico Lewis. Keeps his balance and turns away from Rashford. Now out to left-hand side. Here on the ball's Oscar Bob. Bob towards Lewis. Lewis, was he fouled in the box there for Rashford? Lewis goes down. Well, it's going to be a corner to Manchester City, so Rashford did get a touch on the ball. Good tracking back there from Rashford. Thought for a sec when he stuck his foot in, was he going to commit a foul? But Rashford did get his turn on the ball. Completely the correct decision there. No appeals from any Manchester City players anyway. So, corner kick for Oscar Bob to take on the right-hand side. The first corner of this contest, approaching the 9th minute. So, Oscar Bob whips it in, header over the bar for Casemiro. Another corner on the right for Manchester City. Dangerous delivery with the left foot of Oscar Bob. That was really good defending there at the near post of Casemiro. Joško Vardiel steaming in behind him. Had to be alert there. The Brazilian, he certainly was. So another delivery for Oscar Bob to put into the box. Raises his right arm. So Bob whips it in. It's an in-swing towards the back post, headed away from Maguire. Amad Diallo heads it backwards and headed out the box from Johnny Evans. Amad Diallo chasing down the ball against Rico Lewis. He clearly pulls back Lewis. Now it breaks it to Johnny Evans, but there's already been a foul given against Amad Diallo. And that was a clear pull there. Amad Diallo on Rico Lewis, on his collar. Lewis completely lost his balance. And free kick to Manchester City, just the front halfway. Vardiel takes us back here with Ruben Diaz. Now here's Akanji, couple yards behind halfway, stops the ball. Rashford approaching him. Just to O'Reilly. Again, just settling into life in the senior setup. 10 minutes gone at Wembley. There's Community Shield. Goal of the team. Manchester City, Manchester United now. Manchester City on the left-hand side with Doku. Doku goes back here to Vardiel. It's on halfway with Diaz. Taps it to his left to Vardiel. Vardiel looks out to Doku, then turns and goes back. Good pressure there from Mount. Back in the centre circle with Diaz. Turns and squares it to Kanji. Nice touch on Kanji with his right foot. Plenty of space to run into. Slowly moving the ball there. Kanji drills it towards the left-hand side. Searching for Doku. It's too far in front of Jeremy Doku in the end. Good idea there from Kanji. Drilled it through the penalty area. Looking for Doku out on that left-hand side. But even the electrifying pace of Doku. That passer's right foot was too far in front of Doku there. And it's a good idea though for Kanji just to try and spread out the play and get Doku in this game. That one time in these first 11 minutes where Doku's been one-on-one with Dalot. Diogo Dalot won that battle. So that's certainly going to be an interesting battle this afternoon. Jeremy Doku against Diogo Dalot. It's a short goal kick from Onana. Evans turns. He's under pressure from Oscar Bob. Evans on the byline. Evans loses his balance. Really good pressing there from Oscar Bob. So that is a corner kick on the right-hand side to Manchester City. Excellent pressure there on the youngster Johnny Evans. A short corner kick from Bob to Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly lifts it into the box. Easy head away from Mason Mount. Only as far as Joško Vardiel. Midway inside. Man United half. Inside left now. It's back here in the centre circle with Rico Lewis. Lewis short and square to Akanji. Akanji now plants it out to the right hand side. Midway inside the Manchester United half is Bob. Lovely feet to get away from Rashford. Here comes Oscar Bob. Just inside the box now on the line. The air. Bob sets it up for Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly just gets the ball stuck on his foot inside the D. Casemiro comes away with it. Kovacic puts a tackle in. O'Reilly in the centre to Kovacic in the centre circle. Back into Mason Mount. Really good work there from Manchester City to win it back quickly. Akanji forwards on the right here. Here's McAtee. McAtee looking behind him. Uses Oscar Bob as support. Now Bob back to Akanji. Now Man City can just move this slowly. Akanji short forward pass here to Bob, out here to McAtee. McAtee facing up Lissandro Martinez. Ball lifted towards the back post, too far in front of Jeremy Doku there. I have to admit, Diogo Dalot had Doku covered anyway, even if it had been a more accurate cross, but that was way too far in front of Doku for him to even try and attempt to attack that one. But again, Manchester City now starting to pin Manchester United back. Really good feet a moment ago from Oscar Bob. Just a drift inside of Marcus Rashley. Set that up for in the box of Nico O'Reilly at the time, but O'Reilly just had it nicked away from him for Casemiro. Certainly an important interception that was. Just a minute ago to stop O'Reilly getting the shot off. So a goal kick for Manchester United should be started off by Harry Maguire. Now just taps it to Onana on the line of his 6-yard box. Haaland closing in, but Onana stays calm and plays it to his left to Evans. Manchester United still inside their area. Now Martinez drifts and field to play that quickly to Kobbie Mainoo. And Mainoo wins the throw, hits that off Manuel Akanji. Good tackle there from Akanji. Kobbie Mainoo did well to win the throw. Midway inside his own half on the left. Be taken here by Lisandro Martinez. Manchester United be so happy to have him back. Hopefully he can have a much more healthy season. Plenty of injuries since joining the club now. To Lisandro Martinez plays it backwards. A clash there between Haaland and Maguire. The ball's with Onana. And Maguire's down the heat. There's Haaland tried to intercept the pass. Played backwards from Lisandro Martinez. Don't take Martinez. Casemiro won the header. And Haaland just clashed with Maguire. Haaland tried to run towards the ball. And Maguire was just in the way, but not really sure Maguire could do anything about that though. I think really there was no aggression for either of them. It was just a natural clash. Haaland quickly comes across to Maguire, see how he is. Maguire just moved a bit gingerly, but again, he's an absolute warrior, should be fine to carry on. It was heartbreaking for him to miss out on the Euros in the summer. An injury, but that'll make him more determined. Have a big season, Manchester United. And Lee Carsley announced yesterday is the New England interim manager, so Maguire will be able to link up with him next month in Nations League games against Ireland and Finland. But full focus now is on the start of the season. Harry Maguire and all his teammates. As Onana's now on the ball. Everything's fine now. Maguire back on his feet. Now Onana pings it long over halfway towards the left-hand side. Good defending there from Lewis against Rashford. Backed into him legally. And Rashford climbed the header but just lost his balance. Throw for Manchester City, quickly taken from Lewis to Akanji. One touch from Diaz to take it out the D. Diaz, who's left at Vardiol, being engaged here by Amad Diallo. Back into the feet of Ederson inside the 6-yard box. And Ederson needs to clear it. He does do so. Ederson towards the left-hand side. Quarter now played at Wembley. Goal for team Manchester City, Manchester United. Cleared away on the bounce from Diogo Dalot towards the centre circle. Ball bounce in the favour of Oscar Bob. Flicks it back to the feet of Manuel Akanji. Enrico Lewis has come back to form the back four shape now. And it's very fluid, the back line of Manchester City. It can either be a 3 or 4. Very adaptable, it needs to be under Pep Guardiola. Lewis to Akanji, now it's in the D with Ederson. Ederson carries it out that area. Now Ederson flicks it towards the path of Lewis. Lewis keeps in play, but can only head it on halfway to Martinez. Now Rashford back on halfway again is with Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo, left footed pass to Maguire. Maguire just inside his own half, down the centre circle, goes to the switcher play to Martinez, just the front of halfway. Martinez been challenged here from Oscar Bob, but Martinez keeps his balance. Back here with Johnny Evans. Evans left footed, just behind it to Casemiro, drops in between Evans and Maguire. Speaking of Maguire, he's now on the ball. Maguire into the feet Evans, right in the middle of the Manchester United half. Now it's with Onana, one touch taking the D, now it's out of his area completely. That's a long ball, the right foot of Onana through the middle, headed away from Akanji. Rashford doesn't have the pace to get onto it against Kovacic. Kovacic turns, Rashford trying to put in a tackle, but Kovacic gets his pass away to Vardiol. Doku just behind halfway, clips inside of Diogo Dalot. That's a foul there by the Manchester United right back. Clearly caught Doku just behind halfway. Quick free kick from Manchester City with Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic right footed and squared to Akanji. Rico Lewis wants the ball. Akanji carries it over halfway. Akanji left footed. Now it's with Rico Lewis. Lewis goes back to Akanji. Akanji now in the centre circle to Diaz. Diaz, a couple yards behind into Josko Vardiol. Now Vardiol into the feet of Doku, just front halfway. Doku races down the left-hand side away from Diogo Dalot. Now it's Doku against Maguire. Doku into the box. Doku still just away from Maguire. Doku clips it towards the centre, just missed the head of Nico O'Reilly. Now it's out the penalty area, but it's kept in play on the right-hand side from Bob. Back to Akanji. Here come Manchester City again. They're moving it slowly though. Bob inside to Lewis. Great work from Doku. Just the delivery was a bit overhit. Lewis to Bob. Infield to Nico O'Reilly. Left footed. Short to Kovacic. Midway inside the Manchester United half. Kovacic goes square to Vardiol. Now forwards on left to Doku. Can he get Diogo Dalot again? Now Doku cuts inside. Goes back into the feet of Vardiol. Vardiel just on the midway inside the Manchester United half. Here's Diaz being pressurised from Mount. He's been really energetic today. Lovely 1-2 team, Doku and Vardiel. Now Vardiel inside here to McAtee. McAtee caught late from Casemiro. But the referee was turned away from play there. He's waved play on in the end. Kovacic into the feet of Bob. I'm not actually sure the referee even saw that challenge though. Now Bob holds off Martinez. Forces Akanji over the top. Looking for Oscar Bob. That's good covering there for Johnny Evans. And let it run out for a goal kick to Manchester United. Just a minute ago, terrific work from Doku. Put it through the legs of Diogo Dalot. And then Manchester United really were fearing for their lives. Doku drift away from Maguire. Put the cross in just over it though from Doku. He was searching for the run of Nico O'Reilly in the box. And Dalot, first time this afternoon he's been taken past by Doku. Here's Martinez to Maguire. Maguire under pressure on Haaland. Haaland blocks Maguire's pass down that right hand side. Will be a throw to Manchester United. Halfway in their territory, Diogo Dalot to take it. Dalot to go down line and look inside. Dalot still communicating with his teammates. Dalot looks at Kobbie Mainoo, headed one from Vardiel. Nice touch from Doku, flicks up in the air, looking to get forwards down the left foot. He's had it taken away from him from Dalot. Now Diallo trying to hold up. Diallo's tackle breaks here now for McAtee to hold up. And it's Doku twisting, turning. Tackle from Casemiro, falls back to Doku. Everyone's in a tight space on the left-hand side. It breaks here to Johnny Evans to play it back to Onana. Onana on the line of his area. Long towards the left-hand side, over halfway for Bruno Fernandes to chase, but Akanji has time to get there before Fernandes. Now it's back into the feet of Edison. Now it's Edison just walking the ball there, centre of his area. Akanji to his right, Diaz to his left, both inside the box. Edison goes across into the feet of Akanji. Now Akanji carries it away from the path of Bruno Fernandes, headed towards halfway. Akanji, long diagonal. Will he find McAtee? That's a brilliant ball for Akanji. He does find McAtee. McAtee in a bit of space on the left-hand side, now slows it up. Goes in field. Manchester City about 25 yards in goal with Doku, inside left. Back to Kovacic, short forward pass in the middle to Bob. Now Kovacic on the ball again. Out here to Rico Lewis. He's now inside left. Rico Lewis about 25 yards in goal still. Here's O'Reilly, joins in on that right-hand side. Back to Akanji. Akanji infield to Kovacic. Manchester City being forced back here into the centre circle. Diaz to Vardiel. Vardiel turns away from Amad Diallo. Diaz just located behind the centre circle. 20 minutes gone at Wembley. Goalless team Manchester City, Manchester United. It's a lovely ball into the feet of Lewis. Lewis inside right, drives into the box. Still Rico Lewis puts the deflected cross in towards the back post. Haaland hits it down to the ground. Not enough power and cleared out the 6-yard box there from Diogo Dalot. But I say, what a line splitting pass that was from Ruben Diaz, right through the heart of the Manchester United midfielder. Finds Rico Lewis. Lewis really unchallenged, just had licence to drive into the box. His cross took a deflection on Kobbie Mainoo, went towards the back post. Haaland hit down to the ground and it was cleared out the 6-yard box in Dalot. Now come Manchester City from the throw. Oscar Bob takes a heavy touch and fouls Johnny Evans. I thought he did, nothing given the referee. It's with Oscar Bob, back to Kovacic. Now Kanji inside. And Manchester City still inside the Manchester United half. It is Vardy on the centre circle. McAtee turns away from two Manchester United players. Kovacic now out here to Bob, edge of the box. Oscar Bob facing up Martinez. Oscar Bob gets into the area. It's Oscar Bob. Bob shot over the bar. Brilliant opportunity there for Manchester City to open the scoring in its 2024 Community Shield. Oscar Bob just couldn't keep that left-footed effort down. But Manchester City really get into the groove now. Oscar Bob probably been the best player so far for City today. Brilliant work, just cutting in onto his left foot. Eased away for Lisandro Martinez, and Pep Guardiola very encouraged from what he's seen at the moment. So Bob looking very, very dangerous. Such silky feet cutting in from that right-hand side. Maguire starts off the goal kick. Onana now to Martinez inside the deep. Back to Maguire. Maguire placed it with his right foot towards halfway. Nice touch from Mason Mount. Vardiel puts in a tackle. Now Kovacic turns. Kovacic through the Manchester United midfield. It's a through ball from O'Reilly, just overhit, looking for Haaland. Really good idea there for Nico O'Reilly. Just a little bit too much on that left-footed pass, searching for the run of Erling Haaland, and it's rolled short from Onana to Maguire. Just walking the ball there, 22.5 minutes play. Maguire to Mainoo, back into the feet Onana. Traps it with his left foot. Proper touches on the ball in his box and tapped it to Martinez. Lissandro Martinez looking towards Johnny Evans. Weird out Evans has gone in front of Martinez, more advanced down the left hand side. Martinez goes to Maguire. Now flick forward to Casemiro. Mount still inside zone half. Back into the feet of Diallo. Now Diallo pressured. Amad Diallo. It's the feet of Maguire just the front of the area and then lets it run into Manchester United's area. Now Maguire squares it to Martinez. Martinez just playing in field here for that left hand side. Martinez's pass cut out from Bob, but Martinez plays it back to Onana. Shaky moment there for the Argentinian. Now Onana out here to Martinez. Haaland pressing towards him. Martinez gives it away to Bob. Bob turns. McAtee with the shot. McAtee shot off the post. Best opportunity of the match. And Casemiro plays out of the box. The safety picked off for Kovacic. Big chance there for McAtee. I thought he placed in the bottom corner, but it clattered off the post. Man City on the left-hand side. Doku back to Vardiol. 23.5 minutes played, and now it is all Manchester City. It is Akanji. Out here to Bob. Just slows down the play. Bob set that chance up there for McAtee. He did all he could, McAtee, for me. Placed that towards the corner. Just hit the post. Unlucky there, McAtee played out the centre circle. To his right from Diaz to Akanji. Back in the centre circle. Diaz just rolls the ball with his right foot. Couple yards behind to Vardiol. Just behind halfway. A long ball from Vardiol. Over the top of Dalot. Gets Doku in behind. Doku into the box. Doku now. His shot blocked from Maguire. Picked up from Dalot. And a short pass to Casemiro. Casemiro twists and turns. Does really well there against McAtee to actually win the free kick. He's caught in a really awkward position there for McAtee there. Casemiro. McAtee putting brilliant pressure just a moment ago. Slap past Lissandro Martinez, and Bob set up McAtee. He's wrapped that. The instep is left foot. No chance, Onana. Mighty relieved to see that one off his right post. I looked for a split second like it was destined to go into the bottom corner, but still goalless here at Wembley. But at the moment, it feels like only a matter of time for Manchester City open the scoring. It's their bitter rivals looking for revenge from that FA Cup final defeat months ago at this exact ground. Evans just in front of the D. Evans now. A couple yards behind to Maguire. Here's Onana. McAtee pressing from the front. Onana ships it towards Martinez. Headed forward from Rico Lewis. Too far away from Oscar Bob. And Kobbie Mainoo can just let that comfortably go out for a goal kick to Manchester United. So 25 minutes on the clock here at Wembley Stadium. Manchester City with the best chance of McAtee's curling effort off the post. And Jeremy Doku's had some dangerous moments. On the left-hand side, he put in a cross which is over it towards O'Reilly. I have to say, I've been really impressed with Nico O'Reilly. Senior debut for Manchester City today. What a place to make debut and what a team to make debut against as well. So Onana starts off the goal kick this time. Kobbie Mainoo to Harry Maguire, back to Onana. Onana right-footed. Nice turn there for Kobbie Mainoo on the line of the area against O'Reilly. Two young, talented midfielders dueling there. Mainoo wins that one and plays it back to Maguire. Here's Kobbie Mainoo again on the right-hand side. Plays it in field. It's a bit overhit there towards Casemiro. Diallo pinks it from Akanji in the centre. Haaland can't get under control though. Now Casemiro plays it outside of his right foot. Bit of space here for Rashford. Infield on the left-hand side in his own half. Now Rashford goes a long 25-yard pass to Fernandes. Down the line for Amad Diallo to chase Vardiol. Gets there just before Amad Diallo. Back to Ederson. And he whips it out of his area towards the centre circle. The ball is well controlled. The right foot, Johnny Evans. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Short to Casemiro. Back on halfway to Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans inside right. Evans about 5 yards into City half. Squares it into the feet of Casemiro. Back here to Maguire. Maguire to his left to Martinez. And Martinez looks like he is just playing very in field now. Lissandro Martinez. Square to Kobbie Mainoo. Here is Johnny Evans. Short to Amad Diallo. Bruno Fernandes now. Fernandes turns and plays it down the right-hand side for Casemiro. A bit advanced there, Casemiro. Casemiro turns, needs support. Casemiro back to Johnny Evans, just level with the centre circle in the Man City half. Evans taps it behind into Maguire. Just behind halfway. Maguire right-footed through the middle. Nice half turn there from Bruno Fernandes. Plays it forward. It's blocked from Nico O'Reilly. Headed back from McAtee. Kovacic on the stretch. Just stops it from getting to Mount. Kovacic back to Ederson. Inside his 6-yard area. Nice chip ball from Ederson. Well, actually, commentator's curse struck there. I thought when it came off the left foot of Ederson, it was a nice ball, but a bit too high for Josko Vardiol on the end. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, hugely for Manchester United fans, seeing back at the club, part of the coaching staff. Watching on at the moment now. Casemiro picks up the short throw. Mount Now it's Diallo, level with the box. Diallo, can he cut and get across? He plays it short to Casemiro. Back out wide to Diallo now. Amad Diallo, dressing field, short to Menu, attempting a 1-2. Cut out from Kovacic. Menu trying to win it back of Haaland. Breaks here to McAtee. Man City in the middle of the half here with Nico O'Reilly. Good balance against Bruno Fernandes. O'Reilly carries it over halfway and O'Reilly gets the ball stuck on his foot. Dispossessed now by Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes slowly brings it over halfway. Fernandes now midway inside the Man City half. Goes in outside to Rashford. Rashford looking in field. 28 minutes on the clock here at Wembley. Man City 0, Man United 0 in the 2024 Community Shield. Diogo Dalot curls the low ball out to the right hand side for Amad Diallo to run against Josh Gavardio. Diallo cuts inside. Diallo shot off target. Really nice one-on-one dribbling there for Amad Diallo. Drifted away from Josh Gavardio like he wasn't even there. Just didn't have that finishing touch though. His low place shot well off target. And Amad Diallo, great dribbling, got right in between Josh Gavardio and Jeremy Doku. Placed it with his left foot. That was well off the target though in the end, but certainly the intent for Amad Diallo was encouraging to see. Exactly what Manchester United have been lacking so far this afternoon. Manchester City have really boxed them in nearly all this so far. Just 29 minutes of it. And Pep Guardiola cool on the sidelines as he usually is though, of course. He's has that temper about him as well. That's why he is one of the greatest. Some people argue he is the greatest. Football management. Goal kick from Ederson. Haaland flicks it back to in the centre circle to Rico Lewis. Haaland just can't get it under control again. Now it's Maguire to his left to Martinez. And here's Casemiro. Martinez really playing that inverted role now. And here's Martinez. Short left footed pass to Mount. Back to Casemiro. Guides it outside of his right foot. And it's Rashford's going to chase it down against Akanji, but really good work there from Akanji. Stay calm. And back into the feet Ederson. Ederson goes short. Here is Man City on the ball with Diaz. Now Vardio. Here is Diaz again on the line of the box. Now plays it into the area to Akanji. He finds Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis timing the ball midway inside his own half, and Lewis attempts a diagonal now, looks to go down line, plays it short to Oscar Bob. Good tackle from behind from Lisandro Martinez. Won the ball, but it breaks back into the feet of Rico Lewis. He's in field now. Kanji's on the ball. Kanji all the way across to Vardio. Now Vardio over halfway for Jeremy Doku to try and run forwards. Half hour played it at Wembley. Goalless team Man City, Man United. Man United start just to take the tempo out of Man City's game. Man City still dominate possession, but Man United looking a bit more comfortable in their shape. Now Doku infield to Diaz. Across here to Kanji, right in the centre of the Man United half. Now Akanji, right footed to Diaz. Diaz strokes that short to Doku. Doku facing up Dalot. Now Doku cuts inside. Doku plays the pass towards Haaland in the area, well cleared away from Johnny Evans. Plays that back into the Man City half. Read that perfectly there. Johnny Evans down line from Vardio. But Doku's trying to hold up. Good tackle, one there. And it's played to Casemiro. Diogo Dalot with the excellent challenge now. Here's Fernandes, short, and in front of him to Amad Diallo. Fernandes with the overlap and run. Diallo though races into the box and plays it to Casemiro. Back to Amad Diallo, sets up towards Mount, and he misses the path of Mason Mount and cleared away from Rico Lewis. What a chance there for Manchester United to open the scoring, and what a team goal it would have been. Diallo just put a bit too much on that square pass for Mason Mount to tap in. If that was played perfectly from Diallo, that first time pass, then Mount surely would have tapped that into net, but really nice build-up play for Manchester United on the right-hand side, carved through Manchester City. But Diallo just didn't have that finishing touch to square it properly to Mason Mount. Manchester United on the ball again, just behind halfway with Diogo Dalot. Here's Maguire, to his left to Evans. That was much more like it for Manchester United. I just said it moments before, how they're now grown into this game again. Evans, back to Onana, right side of his area. Onana now, there's a yellow goalkeeping kit. He strikes a red on it. Short to Johnny Evans. Maguire calling for it. Testament to Johnny Evans that he's still here at Manchester United. Second spell of the club. Just poked short from Maguire to Dalot. Back here to Onana. Onana needs to go long as Haaland was sprinted towards him. One ball well trapped on the chest of Diaz. Now Vardio being chased on it from Amad Diallo. Diallo pulls Vardio's shirt. Vardio though come forwards. Excellent dribbling there from Vardio. And then Jared Gillett does award a free kick to Manchester City in the end. Just have a look at Diallo's 1-2 with Casemiro. Diallo, in fact, actually, maybe a bit harsh on first viewing towards Diallo. I don't think Mason Mount was actually maybe alert enough to go towards the ball. Although Diallo did think it was his fault, maybe. Again, is it Diallo's fault? I don't know, maybe a bit of both. Diallo could have played that into the feet of Mason Mount. Mason Mount could have made that slight movement towards the ball, though. He just stood still, Mason Mount. Could anticipate it. That's a long ball for Ruben Diaz, too high for Jeremy Doku. 15-yard pass, and Doku was trying to collect it just the front halfway. Too high for him. Ruben Diaz pass, 33 minutes on the clock here. 2 goals at Wembley, sun is shining like it did. Successful afternoon for Eric Ten Hag, mate. Probably mainly keep his job. That qualified Manchester United for Europe. Here's Casemiro now through the middle, out here to Rashford. Rashford approaching the area. Lewis slows him down. Infield to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes takes on the shot, hits the face of Ruben Diaz, and Diaz goes down to the ground, feeling the full force of that shot. And Diaz will certainly need to be looked at here. Certainly feel a bit dazed just for a few moments. Caught that flush in the face there. Bruno Fernandes shot, and Diaz completely lost his balance and fell to the ground. Just sitting up now, which is good to see for Ruben Diaz. And he'll be carrying back on shortly. He looks actually fine now, Ruben Diaz. Wouldn't think he'd been hit in the face of the ball just about 15-20 seconds ago. Quick swig of water for Ruben Diaz, and he'd be more than fine to carry on. What a brilliant signing he's been from Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola's had a lot of hit signings though, and the players that he didn't inherit, he's developed them to extreme levels. So here's Ederson now on the ball to get things back up and running. Certainly a real powerful shot, the right foot, Bruno Fernandes. Certainly a real strong one for Ruben Diaz to take on the face. So now it's Ederson out here to McAtee, back to Vardiol. Here's Vardiol to go behind him to Diaz. Nice couple of touches on the ball for him to get back in the groove again. Here's Diaz now to his left to Vardiol. And Diaz ordering Vardiol to play it forwards quickly, but Vardiol taking a bit too long on the ball. Vardiol still has it and then plays it with his left foot back to Diaz. Just in front of the D. Diaz now to Ederson, who's left side of his area. Fernandes coming across towards him. Fernandes jumps in the air trying to put off Ederson. Ederson gets his pass away. Just have halfway towards the right hand side. Bob can't touch it back to Lewis. Mainu cuts it out, and Kobe Mainu to Johnny Evans. 10 minutes of this half to go here at sunny Wembley Stadium. Goalless in the Manchester derby in this Community Shield. Here is Maguire, slowly carrying it out the box. Now to his left to Evans. Evans, right-footed pass, finds Mainu. First time in square to Martinez. Back down line for Kobe Mainu. Manchester United midway inside their own half. Now Mainu to Mount. Nice touch there from Mount to spin away from McAtee. Now plays it to his right to Amad Diallo. Here come Manchester United. Amad Diallo racing down that right. Needs help and has that through Diogo Dalot now. Dalot just slows it down. He goes back to Bruno Fernandes. Inside the Man City half. Now Amad Diallo back to Bruno Fernandes. Right in the middle, Casemiro. Forward pass to Mainu. Now to Fernandes. Leads it for Casemiro. Square for Rashford. And Rashford's curling shot wide. And Manchester United, another really nicely worked move. Just didn't have that finishing touch there for Marcus Rashford. Trying to curl it into the bottom corner. Casemiro, though, playing some really nice passes as his first half has gone on. And Casemiro squared it to Rashford after a flowing pass and move through the middle. Rashford left side the penalty area, just couldn't bend it in the bottom corner. Really good chance there. Manchester United again could easily be 2-0 up. And Lee Carsley, I mentioned earlier on that the interim job yesterday, he's watching on it. His new home for the time being. How he did that job permanently. And the same route that Gareth Southgate did. He'd love to go one better. He actually won the under 21 European Championships last year, Lee Carsley, which Gareth Southgate couldn't do in 2015. So he's already gone one better than Gareth Southgate. Here is Akanji to the feet of Lewis. Down the line to Bob. Bob flicks off Martinez. Inside the Manchester City half, and that will be a throw here. Men in sky blue. And it's Bob throwing it back. It's Lewis throwing it back to Akanji. Here is Vardiol. Now Vardiol. Inside his own half. Goes in front. It's a really good interception there. Sliding one from Mason Mount. Amad Diallo. Now to Casemiro in the centre of it. Fernandes. And Fernandes just over. It's that pass on the bounce. Inside right. With his right. And Amad Diallo just couldn't get that under control. But really the blame was on Bruno Fernandes there. Over it's that pass. Again, Manchester United winning the ball back high. Impressive to see. So, Eric Ten Hag, as this half has gone on, they've grown in confidence, pretty much similar to the FA Cup final. So Ederson now Goes long towards Doku from the goal kick. Too high for Doku though. So Lissandro Martinez, such a vital part in Manchester United's build-up play. But he did give the ball away to Bob, who set up for McAtee. He hit the post, and that's been Manchester City's best chance of this half. So throw here for Manchester United. 10 yards behind halfway. Let's throw to Kobbie Mainoo by Dello. Held up here from Amad Diallo. Dispossessing Jeremy Doku. Comes back here with Josko Vardiol. Vardiol to Edison. Kanji calling for it. Edison still making his decision which central defender to pass it to. He goes for the option of Ruben Diaz. Just walking with the ball here. Diaz now turns on his right foot. So lays it off to Mateo Kovacic. Cross now to Akanji. Forwards to Rico Lewis just behind halfway. Lewis goes back to Akanji. Didn't have that forward option, which what he wanted. Rico Lewis. Now it's with Edison. Level with the penalty spot. Edison strokes it with his left. Man City still inside the area with Ruben Diaz to Edison. Line of a 6-yard box. Now out to Kanji. Kanji, short forward pass to Lewis. Lewis, that's a really nice pass to find Haaland dropping deep. Now Haaland squares it off to Nico Riley. Here is Nico Riley approaching halfway. Riley has the bounce to get away from Kobbie Mainoo. Good sliding challenge there from Casemiro. And a real age difference there to Casemiro and O'Reilly. Fascinating battles of team football. Certainly Casemiro, master of his craft, though declined last season in form, but O'Reilly, it's his first steps he's taking today. Rotate from Manchester City, and speaking of O'Reilly, pass it back to Kanji. Here's Diaz to Vardiol, angles it just over halfway to Doku. Doku down line for McAtee. McAtee facing up Maguire. Doku's calling for it. McAtee slowed down. Doku's making that inside run to the box. Now McAtee drags it back for Doku. Now peels out wide. Doku edge of the area against Dello and Casemiro. Now McAtee inside the box. Links up with Doku. Doku now pushed out the area. Good pressure there for Amad Diallo. Man City still have the ball now. Doku to Vardiol. Man City being pushed back. It is Oscar Bob on the ball. Nice feet. Now gives it to Vardiol. Man City behind halfway. Ruben Diaz back into the Man United style for Doku. Bit of room now to try and run at Dello. Down line for McAtee. McAtee will keep it in play. 5 minutes of this first half to go. Goalless in this Manchester derby in the Community Shield. McAtee finds Rico Lewis on the left-hand side. Lewis puts a low crossing, can't find O'Reilly. Cuts out from Harry Maguire and hits very powerfully out the box towards safety. Good defend there from Maguire, but Rico Lewis did well. Linking up on the left-hand side to help out. That low ball towards O'Reilly. Well sussed out by Harry Maguire. There's a break in play here. It's just a drinks break needed for both sides rather than a specific issue. So again, it's been only got 4.5 minutes in all time remaining this first half. And just a moment ago, it was a lovely turn for Rico Lewis on the byline away for Kobbie Mainoo. Putting that low crossing in, that was vital. Maguire got his right foot on the ball to intercept that. Well, actually, there is an issue. Casemiro's gone down the ground. Did think it would have been off time for a drinks break when heading towards half time. Couldn't quite see Casemiro down the ground initially, but that's now all being cleared up. So Casemiro just receiving a bit of treatment here. Doesn't look overly serious though. And Pep Guardiola calls this team across. Certainly wants to see a bit more Pep Guardiola. Erik ten Hag will doubtlessly be the happier manager so far here at Wembley. And Erik ten Hag will be a bit disappointed though. The two nice moves they had couldn't take the lead, and Casemiro was instrumental in both of them. The first one was just an overhit square pass from Amad Diallo for Mason Mount to try and see off that move. Mount, if it had gone to Mount properly, he would have just been able to tap it into net. And again, Rashford just curling a shot wide after a nice reverse pass from Casemiro to Rashford. Just couldn't have enough finesse on it to find the bottom corner. And Casemiro looks fine enough to carry on here. 3 minutes we have left this first half. Of course, there will be a bit of stoppage time with this break and play we've had due to Casemiro having a bit of a knock. And Casemiro, I think, will be fine to carry on. He's on the sidelines. Looks like, body language-wise, he is ready to come back on the pitch. But both players now ready to get things back underway. Jared Gillett picks up the ball. That will be a drop ball in Manchester City's favour. Erik ten Hag just chatting with Ruud van Nistelrooy. There's a quick swig of his drink now. Back on the way now. 2.5 minutes this first half to go here at Wembley. Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0. Here is Kovacic, just in front of halfway. And back from Bob to Akanji. Akanji, right foot to pass, cut out here from Mason Mount, but that's really good work from Diaz to clear it away. Nice fast Bruno Fernandes, he's tackled from Mateo Kovacic, he bursts away from Fernandes. Now he's over halfway, Kovacic, right through the centre. Still Kovacic, driving a Manchester United defence, squares it to Doku, edge of the box. Doku slowed up here, now he's inside the area, now out of it. Doku goes to the shot, just wide of the target. Onana was left rooted to the spot. Doku appealing it, took a deflection. Lovely feet from Jeremy Doku. Drilled it low with his right foot. I think it did take a deflection off Amad Diallo. That should have been a corner kick. It did take a slight nick of Manchester United number 16. Onana didn't get a good view of that at all, so he was just helpless. That had gone on target. Very thankful he was, Onana, to see that go past this post, but still goalless here at Wembley. Just over a minute left of normal time. Maguire starts off the goal kick. Onana goes direct towards Rashford. Rashford just over halfway, controls on the chest. Rico Lewis did pull him back. Free kick to Manchester United. Jared Gillett had a clear view of that and he was in no doubt. Just to give a free kick to Manchester United. So now we're in the last minute of normal time this first half. Free kick here for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes to take it. Just in front of halfway, so Bruno Fernandes, hands on his hips. Just surveying his options. He has the short option of playing it to Rashford, but I think he might go long here to Harry Maguire, though. It's a free kick in for Bruno Fernandes, and it's lifted up into the air for Kobbie Mainoo, and out to play in the end. Slightly over it from Fernandes, but Kobbie Mainoo just couldn't get the touch he wanted, though. Did have enough contact on it from Bruno Fernandes to find Kobbie Mainoo at the back post, but it's lifted up into the air with his right foot. And that went out of bounds, and short goal kick from Ederson to Kovacic. Takes on the half turn in the D. No one challenging him on the press. Kovacic square to Diaz. Diaz now has Akanji calling for it. So we're back to find out how much stoppage time we'll have at the end of this first half. Still goalless. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time. Diaz to Vardiol. Now Vardiol in the D to Diaz. Diaz clips it, and it's too high there. That clip pass, and Diaz towards McAtee. Diaz just apologises to his teammate there. Really poor distribution on the right foot of Ruben Diaz. So throw here for Diogo Dalot to take. Dalot throws it back in his own arm to Harry Maguire. Maguire, left-footed, short to Casemiro. Casemiro under pressure. Casemiro goes short to Amad Diallo, flicks it back nicely to Maguire. So that clip pass there for Amad Diallo. Here's Maguire. Maguire square into the feet of Casemiro. Back here with Harry Maguire. Maguire with Onana. Martinez wants the pass. So now we are halfway into the 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Manchester United in possession at the back. Onana to Martinez. Now Martinez to Maguire. Maguire finds Mount. Mount lifts up in the air, and it's too far in front of Amad Diallo, who's just in front of halfway. Guardiola applauds the pressing of his side to close down well. So throw from Vardiol. Here is Diaz. The one last chance for Manchester City to create. Here is Akanji. Couple of touches on the ball, then squares it to Vardiol. Vardiol now into the feet of Ederson. Ederson inside the D. Vardiol calling for Ederson, clips it just off the ground. Over halfway, too far front of McAtee in the end. And McAtee's had a couple of really poor passes played in the last couple of minutes. One for Diaz and then one from Ederson there. But Dalot will take his time with his throat. Throws it back to Maguire. 3 seconds left in this first half. Maguire, a couple of touches of the ball, and then the half-time whistle goes, and Jared Gillett. It's been a solid first half between the two Manchester clubs in this Community Shield. Manchester City certainly had a dominant period. They created their best chance. James McAtee hitting the post, hitting the post. to his left, short to Maguire, just in front of the D. Harry Maguire, square to Johnny Evans. Good pressing it from Oscar Bob. Evans goes back to Onana. Good press as well from McAtee. Onana, square to Evans. Evans finds Martinez. Alessandro Martinez. His pass cut up from Rick Lewis. Falls back to Martinez. Pokes it to Kobe Mainoo. Midway inside his own half. That's a lovely pass from Mainoo. Outside of his right for Fernandez to kill the ball. Stone dead. Just behind halfway. Now plays it down the left for Rashford to chase. It's Rashford against Akanji. Minute into the second half. Rashford gets beyond Akanji. Rashford onto his right foot. Rashford just runs into traffic. Still has it. Rashford deflected pass, goes backwards, and Mainoo can't take on the stretch. Gets sliding challenge there by Casemiro, and it goes out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. Really good chance there for Rashford to try and get a shot away. Again, he got himself one-on-one with Akanji, but Akanji did well to recover. Rashford initially got past him, but Akanji still just stayed close enough to him. Rashford went back onto his right foot, and Akanji just nicked it off him in the end. And then a tackle came for Casemiro as Manchester City were trying to break. That's resulted in a goal kick for Edison to take. Short to Akanji. Man City on the right. Lewis down the line for O'Reilly. Was that a foul there by Casemiro on O'Reilly? And Jared Gillett has pointed to the left, which insinuates that will be a free kick to Manchester City. And O'Reilly certainly not looking out of place there. The youngster making his senior start today. First senior start. Massive moment for him. Stage like this against a club like Manchester United is Vardiol now. And the short free kick forwards to Doku. Midway inside, Man United up. Doku goes back to Vardiol. Still in their opponent's territory. Man City now. Vardiol gives it away. Now it's Mount who just gives it away. Back to Ruben Diaz. Here's Edison just outside his box. 2.5 minutes played in the second half. Man City on the ball with Diaz. Now back into the area where Edison takes a couple of touches. Edison just lifts it off the ground with his left foot. Nice touch there from Rico Lewis. Lewis drifts inside, away from Rashford. Now Lewis just off the ground. Ball bounces into the path of Vardiol. Couple of touches now, bringing it forward towards halfway. Vardiol just stabs at it to give it to McAtee. It is James McAtee into the feet of Josko Vardiol. Vardiol under pressure from Fernandez. Goes back to Edison. Edison right on the penalty spot. Edison. Good first touch with right foot now. Goes to his right to Akanji. Akanji cuts inside. It's a lovely pass for Akanji, but intercepted by Kobe Mainoo. Now here come Manchester United. Poke forward to Johnny Evans. Mason Mount inside left. Keeps hold of it. Mainoo to Mount. Now Mount turns and goes short to Rashford with the forward pass. Back to Mount. Mount again to Rashford. Infield to Kobe Mainoo. They're having their own little triangle in. Mainoo, Mount and Rashford. Now Mount back into the centre circle where Harry Maguire's on the ball. Couple yards behind him to Dalot. Now Dalot to Diallo. Back to Dalot just in front of halfway. Now back in the centre circle to Martinez. Now it's with Onana just in front of the D. Again, Manchester United just enjoying a bit of possession here. Here's a pass into the feet of Kobe Mainoo. Just got there in front of Erling Haaland. Martinez to Rashford. Zips it back to Maguire. Just standing in front of the D. Maguire plays it off to his left to Evans. Evans left foot, and that's a really nice pass to Mason Mount. Mount looks out towards Amad Diallo, way too far in front of Diallo though, that Mason Mount pass, and Edison decides to keep it in play. Goes to his left hand side, and now it's short pass there from the Man City goalkeeper into the feet of Ruben Diaz. It is Kovacic. Here's McAtee, a bit of space just behind halfway. McAtee goes back to Vardiol. Good pressure from Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes. Forcing Vardiol to go back to Edison. Edison just in front of the D. Goes to his right to Vardiol. But now is Edison on the ball again, this time inside his box. Edison plays that just off the ground, looking for the centre circle, trying to find Haaland, diving head away from Maguire, but loose ball picked up here for Nico O'Reilly. Heavy touch from O'Reilly though. It's a good clearance and Alessandro Martinez. Casemiro can't take it down. Here's James McAtee, edge of the box. Good sliding challenge there for Diogo Dalot. Well timed to stop McAtee getting into the penalty area. Now Casemiro towards the centre circle. There's a foul there from Diaz from behind on Mason Mount, right on halfway. And that will be a free kick given to Manchester United. Nice pass of Casemiro, just bounced towards Mount. Mount at the moment, just a nick in front of Ruben Diaz. Yeah, without a doubt, that is a free kick to Manchester United. Just over 5 minutes played it in the second half at Wembley. Goalless in this Manchester derby in that 2024 Community Shield. So free kick for Manchester United right in the centre spot. It'll be Maguire, Casemiro to take. Of course, Manchester City, by the way, do have some really good options on the bench, of course. Kevin De Bruyne is one of them. Certainly not a bad player to bring off the bench. Free kick from Manchester United goes backwards to Deadlock. Now it's going even further back into the area where Onana now. A couple of touches and it's in the D. Onana. So he can go to his left or maybe through the centre. He's going to do neither and go to his right to Maguire. He's now shaped to go to the right and just tap it to Harry Maguire. Maguire being chased out for Doku and McAtee, but Maguire finds Mount in the centre circle. Nice turn there for Mason Mount. He's over that pass out to Marcus Rashford. Well, Mount did really well. Great movement in the centre circle to pick up that Maguire pass, but just overhit that pass with his left foot out towards Marcus Rashford. There's a waste there from Mason Mount. Throw taken. And now here's Kovacic into the feet of O'Reilly. Over halfway, but cut out from Deadlock. Bit of time here for Casemiro. Just front halfway's pass takes nick off O'Reilly, then forwards to Kovacic. Kovacic in the centre circle to Haaland. Haaland to his left to McAtee. Forwards to Doku. Doku now into the area. Doku cuts in on his right foot. Good tackle there from Casemiro. He's actually had a really solid game today. Now it's a really nice turn his own half from Bruno Fernandes and sweeps it out towards Marcus Rashford. But Akanji has the pace to get there before Marcus Rashford and play back to Ederson. Great idea there for Bruno Fernandes. 30-yard pass out towards Marcus Rashford, trying to get him in behind, but good awareness there from Manuel Akanji. 52 minutes played at Wembley. Man City 0, Man United 0. Again, if this does end in a draw, then it will go straight to penalty, like it did last year when Man City played Arsenal. Here's Akanji. Got on top of the ball. That would have actually been the final this year if Man City beat Man United in the FA Cup final in May. But Erik ten Hag's men had other ideas, and that win probably kept Erik ten Hag in the job, if being honest. Ederson out towards the right side, headed down the line by Lewis towards Bob, but Evans had that covered. I don't think Bob was going to get to that anyway. So that's a throw for Manchester United, about 15 yards behind halfway in their half, and it's Sandro Martinez throws it back to Johnny Evans. And now here's Onana. Onana square to Diogo Dalot. He's on the line of the area. Now Dalot lifts that over the top of Bob and Haaland into the feet of Evans. Pokes it to Martinez. Martinez right halfway. What a pass from Martinez. Bruno Fernandes in behind, but Kanji catches him up. Fernandes going to shot. Oh, what a goal from Bruno Fernandes. It's been ruled out. I think it's been ruled out for offside. It has indeed. That was a brilliant curling strike there for Bruno Fernandes, but just timed his run. That split second too early. Lovely ball for Sandro Martinez. It was a tight one. There wasn't much in that, I must say. Maybe just half a yard offside. Got him on his right foot. What a curling effort. It was Bruno Fernandes. I'd probably say just half a yard. Very, very tight though. No chance at Ederson at all. No goalkeeper stopping that. Yeah, Fernandes just has that pure ability. You can criticise his work rate times all you want, but that natural ability is just tremendous. Beautiful whip shot. He probably was half a yard offside. Have another look at it. So that was the right call there from the lines, but Fernandes can still take confidence from that. It was only half a yard he was off. Very unlucky, just those fine margins. And warning there to Man City now. Man United pressing from the Man City short free kick where Diaz stays calm though, carries out the box, short to Akanji. Mainu trying to win it high, tackles Rico Lewis there. The last touch dick off Kobbie Mainu though. As I said, it's certainly a warning to Manchester City. I have to say that was a really nice pass there for Sandro Martinez down the left-hand side as well. Such a good all-round player, Sandro Martinez. Really adapted quickly to the physical type of game in England. He relishes that despite his size. That's what many criticise him for. Means the English game now. Kanji back to Ederson. Ederson looking for McAtee, headed away for Casemiro. And Man United have on the right-hand side with Amad Diallo. Now Casemiro flicks up in the air. One back really well from Vardiol with his head. Vardiol heads it down to McAtee. Now McAtee to O'Reilly. O'Reilly galloping through the middle. O'Reilly to Haaland. Haaland now. Can he get a shot away? Haaland towards O'Reilly. Really good interception from Maguire. And a shot for James McAtee. 25 yards out. Lone, well off target in the end. And a real waste there from Manchester City. Got some inexperienced players out there for sure, Manchester City. But again, they haven't really got going at all today. Haaland's really poor touch. Tried to get the pass towards O'Reilly. Intercepted easily from Maguire. It fell to James McAtee, about 25 yards out inside left, has dragged it well off target. So Manchester United will be happy at the way things have started this second half for sure. So goal kick here, 10 minutes into the second half for And Maguire to start off with, and now Onana to Casemiro, faces his own goal. Casemiro, a bit of a poor pass there, picked up for Kovacic on the left-hand side. Too light, that pass from Casemiro to Maguire. Now Kovacic inside to Doku. Cuts in onto his right foot, Doku up against Dalot. Really good tackle there from Diogo Dalot. Now come Manchester United. Kobe Mainoo to Bruno Fernandes. Out here to Rashford. Rashford over halfway, needs help here. Marcus Rashford goes to Bruno Fernandes, who's behind him. And now Bruno Fernandes, long diagonal, about 25 yards. Into the feet, Amad Diallo. On the right side, Diallo into the box against Vardiol. Diallo needs an overlapping run, but Diallo puts a low cross in, cleared away by Nico O'Reilly, only as far as Maguire. Slap bang in the middle to Man City half. Maguire back out to Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo now into the area, links up with Kobe Mainoo. Diallo wants it back, but goes to Fernandes. Fernandes cross towards the back post, had to be turned behind by the head of Rico Lewis. Corner to Manchester United. Lewis just gets a few high fives off his teammates for being alert there. As Diallo just poked it to Mainoo, went behind him to Bruno Fernandes, just inside the box. Really good delivery for Fernandes. I have no idea why no one was attacking that. And from Manchester City perspective, they were thankful. And it was a really good work there from Rico Lewis, just stay alert and head that behind for a corner kick to Manchester United on the left-hand side. They're really getting into the groove now. Manchester United in the second half, 57 minutes on the clock. Bruno Fernandes on the left to take a corner kick. Kelvin's a top corner a few minutes ago, but it's ruled out for offside. Fernandes puts the corner kick, headed away from Josko Vardiol. Only as far as Mason Mount, still inside the box. Mount towards the back post. Maguire's it towards the centre, headed away from Akanji. Now Doku takes on the turn, but the referee raises his hand, and it's a pointing to the lines when he's raised his flag on the right-hand side. I think that was for a foul there from Harry Maguire. So free kick to Manchester City, and Manchester United preparing 4 substitutions there. McTominay and Garnacho will be half of them coming on. So certainly Eric Ten Hag looking to shake things up here at Wembley. So Amad Diallo coming off. Interesting one. Diallo's been a real dangerous player this afternoon. Did mess up the pass though to Mason Mount the first half. Diallo looked a bit puzzled for a sec. He is coming off Amad Diallo, so Scott McTominay is on in his place. Looks like Facundo Pellistri will be one of the other players to come on. So McTominay's the first to enter the field. Next I think will be Facundo Pellistri. So that will be Mason Mount coming off again. Big boost for Mason Mount to get some more minutes in his legs. He's ready to have a big season. Harry Maguire comes off it. So real good moment looks like for Toby Collier, the youngster, to come on for Harry Maguire. Garnacho on as well. So substitutions made for Manchester United. Amad Diallo, Mason Mount, Kobe Mainoo, Harry Maguire. They are the 4 players who come off, and it's Garnacho, McTominay, youngster Toby Collier, as I just said, Facundo Pellistri, another really exciting young talent as well in the Manchester United ranks. He makes up the 4 players to come on. So a short free kick from Man City. Kanji to Lewis. Now is O'Reilly, just behind halfway. Here's O'Reilly, drifts away for Casemiro. Great work from young O'Reilly. O'Reilly down the right-hand side. O'Reilly heavy touchdown, cleared away from Lisandro Martinez. And there is Collier. Collier now, short to Rashford. Casemiro to Collier. Now it's Manchester United on the ball with Lisandro Martinez. Good touch here from Toby Collier. Collier on the ball again. Nice touches from straight away. Brave looking to get involved. Right from the off here is Onana. Onana now has Evans to his right. Onana goes to the option of Lisandro Martinez. Cross here to Johnny Evans. Evans back to Onana. Onana now. Nice tricky feet. Has McAtee close by. Goes to the short option of Diogo Dalot. Just drifting in field. Now Evans to Dalot. Here is Onana. Still inside his area and squares it in his box to Martinez. Now Dalot. So Martinez will be playing left-sided centre-back now, that's for sure, with Maguire coming off. Onana, Haaland close by. Onana whips it with his right foot, can't quite find McTominay. It breaks in the centre circle to Garnacho. Garnacho throws it through to Casemiro, inside left, midway inside the Man City half. Maniaita on the left-hand side, Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box, Fernandes through towards Garnacho on the byline. Good tackle there from Rico Lewis. And Garnacho chasing down Lewis. Bruno Fernandes coming across. Now is Lewis to Bob. Vardiol to Akanji. Good press here from Manchester United, but Ederson calmly plays that out of his area to Vardiol. So hour played at Wembley Stadium. Nothing to separate Man City, Man United. Still goalless. Again, if it remains the same, it will be going straight to penalties. It is Diaz on the ball. Sharp pass backwards there for McAtee to Kovacic. Under pressure from Rashford, but stays very calm in the centre of the Man City box. Does Kovacic against Rashford. Now is Akanji. Means the feet of Kovacic. Here's Rico Lewis. Lewis looks and goes behind him. Now Lewis into the feet of Akanji. Akanji goes square to Diaz. Here's Vardiol. Josko Vardiol back to Diaz again. Man City joins the possession in defence here. Now Akanji bringing it forwards. Midway inside his own half. Akanji whips that out to left hand side. Doku midway inside the Man United style. Bit of space now to try and run down the left hand side. He's up against Dalot. And Doku being fended off away from the box by Dalot. Goes inside to Josko Vardiol. Things just slot here again for Man City. McAtee short to Doku. Doku looks to get beyond. Pellistri does do so. Doku slow ball breaks it to McAtee. McAtee has his back towards goal. Squares it into Rico Lewis. Lewis doesn't have space to get shots away. Good tackle from Toby Collier. And as far as Vardiol shot off target. But not a million miles away. Good attempt there for Josko Vardiol. Wrapping his right foot around the ball. Just under 25 yards out. It bounced a bit awkwardly in front of away from Onana. Onana was getting nowhere near that. That was on target. It is 1-0 to Manchester City. Actually went a few yards away from Onana's goal in the end. Certainly not a bad effort though from Josko Vardiol. Is capable of scoring a really good goal. He was such a good all-rounded player. Vardiol, very versatile. Exactly what Guardiola wants. Here's Alessandro Martinez. Starts off the goal kick. Then it's long for Onana. Too high for Rashford. Out left-hand side. And Rico Lewis coming off here for Manchester City. I think it's Lewis coming off. There's two players set to come on. So the first player coming off actually is Nico O'Reilly. What an experience for him today. It'll be something that you remember for the rest of his life, making a senior debut at Wembley against Manchester United. It doesn't really get better than that. So Matheus Nunes has come on in his place again. Not really the season he wanted. Last time out for himself personally. Not really getting the minutes he wanted after that move from Wolves. And again, player moved along with Matheus Nunes in the summer to join Manchester City was Jeremy Doku as well. He's come off. You know, life-wise, he always is today. Doku probably Manchester City's brightest outlet. So it isn't Rico Lewis coming off. So Nico O'Reilly and Jeremy Doku off Matheus Nunes and Savinho, who was signed over the summer. Again, a real exciting signing for Manchester City's Rico Lewis now preparing to take the throw again. Savinho played at Girona last season. So exciting, that really excites Pep Guardiola. 20-year-old joining. It is Manchester City on the ball here with Ruben Diaz. After the throw went backwards. Here's Josko Vardiol. Vardiol looks behind him. Ruben Diaz now on the ball. Diaz squared to Akanji on the stretch. Plays it into the feet of Rico Lewis under pressure from Toby Collier. Really good work there for Collier, pressing high. And Lewis has to go back to Akanji. Good work there from Lewis to stay calm in that tight situation. Ball played back to Lewis by Akanji. Now Haaland just drops his own half behind halfway to play it to McAtee. James McAtee, ball over the top. Haaland to chase down the right hand side. Haaland gets across Evans. Evans pushes Haaland out of the box. Now here's Manchester City on the ball with Rico Lewis. Lewis spreads it out to Matheus Nunes. Nunes needs help on the left hand side. Still Nunes on the ball. Goes back into the feet of Vardiol. Kovacic, short pass down the inside left, but Oscar Bob dispossessing Casemiro. Now Manchester United on the counter attack. Fernandes to Garnacho. Fernandes available as an option inside. Garnacho to Fernandes. Now Fernandes in the box was McTominay. Bit overhit pass there by Fernandes to McTominay. Good defending for Matheus Nunes to get across and clear it behind. Oh, I think that is going to be a corner kick to Manchester United. But Garnacho gave it into Fernandes, scooted it towards McTominay. Actually, McTominay, it was a good ball for Fernandes and McTominay. He just let it bounce across him, Scott McTominay. Not exactly sure why. In fact, actually, didn't come off Man City man last kick off McTominay. It's a goal kick. So Kanji short to Lewis. Now here's McAtee. James McAtee gets over halfway. McAtee finds Matheus Nunes in the centre. 25 minutes to go at Wembley. The two Manchester clubs can't be separated. All is here now. It's Nunes cuts inside. Matheus Nunes now finds a low pass there for Matheus Nunes again to put the low cross in. Well blocked. And that was really good link-up play There between Savinho and Mateus Nunes. 1-2-2, there was Nunes who attempted a low cross. Well blocked there. And it will be a corner kick for Manchester City to take on that left-hand side. So Nunes now, Savinho now whips it in towards the back post. Headed towards goal from Vardiol, headed away. Now it's towards the Vardiol again. Behind him is Oscar Bob, edge of the box. Bob now trying to dance into the air. Oscar Bob, edge of the area. Bob puts in the cross to Haaland. And on the volley to block there by Rashford. And it was Savinho coming in. It was really good block there from Rashford. And then Mateo Kovacic just wins the free kick after his clip from Garnacho. So it's a really good work there for Savio. Just to count the back post, but excellent block from Marcus Rashford. Free kick, Man City taken short. Here's a Vardiol to Savio, and Savio gets the cross in towards Haaland. Volleyed out the 6-yard box from Martinez. Flicked further on for Fernandes, only spots Vardiol. Poor pass from Vardiol. Instead from Garnacho in the centre of the Man United half. Fernandes back to Johnny Evans. Now Carney played back from Facundo Police Street to Andrea Onana. Certainly Savio's come on and made a real difference. That spark the Brazilian has on the left hand side. Nice pass from Onana to Collier. Collier looking composed since coming on, playing at left back. Elijah Martinez moved from left back to left centre back. And now Onana finds McTominay. McTominay gets over halfway. It's a clear push there from Mateus Nunes into the back of Scott McTominay. That's a free kick to Manchester United, just in front of halfway. Again, Mateus Nunes, as I mentioned, when he came on, he'd be looking to make a name for himself this season. Somehow try and get himself in that lineup. It was very tough, but again, Manchester City always look to attack every competition, so there will be some game time. Mateus Nunes this season, he gets a yellow card. That push on Facundo Police Street. Police Street takes the free kick back to Evans. Here is Manchester United in the centre circle with Lissandro Martinez. Hooks that short to Diogo Dalot. Now it's Marcus Rashford halfway, facing his own half though. Goes into the feet of Dalot. Now Dalot halved, a nice turn away from Oscar Bob. Now it's given away to Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic pokes it towards the centre, can't find Haaland or Savio. Then Evans gives the way through the centre circle, back to Kovacic. Savio drifts inside, lays it forwards to Haaland. Haaland through the middle, now back to Savio. Savio clipped it just off the ground, that pass, and Savio went in between Bob and McAtee. Again, Savio, good idea, but again, he got the right contact on the pass. This direction wasn't good enough to find either Bob or McAtee. So that is throw from Manchester United, taken into the feet of Casemiro. Casemiro time just in front of the Manchester United box, back here to Onana. Facundo Police Street calling for it. Police Street now receives it. McTominay wants it inside. Police Street short to Garnacho. Here's Garnacho to Casemiro to whip it forwards now. Over the top of Fernandes. Fernandes goes the shot straight at Ederson. And Fernandes was onside this time. He didn't have that bit of magic which he had early on. This half, and his goal was ruled out straight at Ederson. Man City playing it out from the back quickly. Now Mateus Nunes turns away for Casemiro. Nunes on the left-hand side. Goes on his outside and finds Savio. Nunes wants it back down the left. Nunes receives it. That's a really good crunching challenge there for Lissandro Martinez. Won it cleanly. Corner kick to Man City. End-to-end stuff it at Wembley. Both sides really starting to go for it now. Pass to Savio, maybe a bit too far in front of Mateus Nunes. Gave that opportunity for Lissandro Martinez to put the challenge in. But what a forward ball it was for Casemiro to get Bruno Fernandes in behind. His shot was straight at Ederson. Real waste. So here is a corner kick to come in from Savio from the left-hand side. Savio's corner headed wide of the target from Akanji. Well, actually, it came off Evans last. So another corner kick to Manchester United. Evans furious that. He felt it came off for Akanji last. Akanji just brushes him away. So 20 minutes to go at Wembley. Still a deadlock yet to be broken in the Manchester derby in the Community Shield. If it stays like this, then we go straight to a penalty shootout. 20 minutes to find a winning goal. Another corner kick for Manchester City. Savio to take again. And Mateus Nunes have added some real good fresh legs since gone off the bench about just over 5 minutes ago. The Savio whips it in. It's an in-swinger. Headed away by Johnny Evans. Garnacho chases it down. Lewis lifts it out towards the left. And Savio lets it bounce. And I don't think it was an offside flag. The referee's blown up here. Because Man City have a man down. I think that's in the shape of Josko Vardiol. So yeah, there is some concern here. Vardiol just robbing his head. He's sitting up though, which is encouraging to see. Onana and Martinez just helping him. And his teammate Erling Haaland just comes across. So yeah, thankfully Vardiol's fine. And he'll be ready to carry on again very shortly. So again, Eric Ten Hag just instructing Toby Collier again. Real promising Manchester United youngster, and certainly one that Eric Ten Hag's looking to mould. 20 years old, Toby Collier, and people will call him a defensive monster in the making. And they got him from Brighton of Albion in 2022. And short free kick for Manchester United given away. It's on the right hand side here with Bob. Oscar Bob just held up here for Alessandro Martinez. Short to McAtee. Manchester United have everyone back now. McAtee on the right side inside to Bob. Now flip from Lewis into via Bob. Bob can't take it beyond Casemiro. McAtee spins in the box for tackle from Alessandro Martinez. Here's Deadlock. Now pass to Casemiro outside of his right foot for Garnacho. Chase down the left hand side. Good defending there from Ruben Diaz. Gets across and plays that back quickly to Edison. Now here's Josko Vardiol in possession. Short to Kovacic, just behind the centre circle. Kovacic now looking forwards. He goes square with his right foot to Akanji. Right halfway now. Akanji forwards into the feet of Bob. Down the line for Lewis. Lewis up against Collier. Now Lewis turns on the byline, but did he take it out of play in the process? Rico Lewis, he certainly did so. So Collier did enough to take Lewis out of play. And that will be a throw to Manchester United deep inside their own half. Again, Eric Ten Hag will be really pleased with the way that his side have played today. Such a solid performance. And a lot to be encouraged about the way they compete in Manchester City. Of course, yes, it is Manchester City's complete strongest side, but there's still some massive players in this lineup. And a throw taken from Manchester United. Now they win a free kick. It was just a foul by Oscar Bob on Casemiro. So again, Eric Ten Hag just talking with Ruud van Nistelrooy. And maybe adding some fresh impetus off the bench possibly. They have one more substitution available. Short free kick from Alessandro Martinez. Goes back to Onana. Onana looking for Pelistri. Well intercepted there from Savio. Savio pokes it backwards and out. Forced to Pelistri. Just beyond halfway. Pelistri heavy touch though. And Mateus Nunes gets on the ball and plays it back to Edison. And now it's Edison to Ruben Diaz. Here is Manuel Akanji. Akanji has Kovacic calling for it. Kovacic goes square into the feet of Diaz. Here's Vardiol. Vardiol plays on the outside of Garnacho. Man City just gone halfway. It's a throw to Man City. Again, Mateus Nunes hitting it off Casemiro. Now it's left for Vardiol to take the throw. Here's Josko Vardiol just the front halfway. A throw for Manchester City. Vardiol is going to go downliner inside. That's that inside runner Kovacic. He goes down the line instead. Vardiol headed away really well by Pelistri. And now here's Casemiro. Plays it through to Man City midfield. Now it's a turn and a lovely pass over the top there for Bruno Fernandes to Garnacho. Square here for Rashford. He hits the post. How on earth are Manchester United not 1-0 up? Golden chance for Marcus Rashford with a quarter an hour to go to break the deadlock. But somehow it hit the post in the end. Lovely ball over the top for Bruno Fernandes. Got Garnacho away. Played it across the face of Kanji. And the ball was begging to be tucked away into the back of net from Marcus Rashford. But he's hit the post. The Manchester United fans behind the goal couldn't believe their eyes. And they didn't see the back of the net nestle. And Rashford just turned away in such disappointment. Lee Carsley's watching on, New England interim manager. Should be looking to get back into the England squad. To impress Lee Carsley today, and that's not really the way to go about it. Hitting the post in that close range. Edison, the goal kick, headed away from Evans. Here's Mateus Nunes, just gone halfway. Holds off Pelistri. Plays it back. Nice feet from Vardiel. Vardiel drifting between Fernandez and McTominay. Now picked up here from James McAtee. Here's Akanji inside the Man City area. Back to Ederson, just in front of the 6-yard box. Square to Akanji. Man City still inside their box. Akanji looks for McAtee. Set from Casemiro. Pressing eye Man United's left-hand side. Casemiro gives the way. Can't find Rashford or McTominay. Cleared out the box from Akanji. Searching for Haaland in the centre circle. He's fended off from Lisandro Martinez. And Johnny Evans plays it back to Andrew Onana. That certainly felt like the moment for Manchester United. They couldn't take it. A goal disallowed, a spectacular curling strike for Bruno Fernandes. He was ruled out for offside though early on this first half, and just a couple of minutes ago Rashford hitting the post. Now is Evans. Short to Collier. Street wants the ball. It is Collier now to Evans. Martinez calling for it, goes in the centre to Diogo Dalot. Now Dalot clips it just off the ground, almost kept the play from Marcus Rashford, I have to say. Probably more Diogo Dalot's fault. That poor pass there. Always in behind Marcus Rashford, so Rashford did all he could to try and adjust his body to keep it in play. Just couldn't quite do so in the end. Still goalless here at Wembley. 77 minutes played in this Manchester derby. Lewis for the throw. Back to Akanji. Now Akanji to Ederson. Ruben Diaz wants the ball. Ederson plays it off to his right. Here is Akanji. Kovacic wants it in between Fernandes and McTominay. It goes in between Fernandes and McTominay and Kovacic to Matheus Nunes right in the middle of the City half. Nunes, right footed pass. On halfway is Josko Vardiel. Clips it over the top of Police Street for Savio. Police Street gets himself back in position. In fact, Savio was offside anyway. Timed that just a split second too early. So a free kick for Manchester United. And it is Facundo Police Street to take. Evans close by, but I don't think he'll risk it playing this one short. In fact, Police Street walks away from the ball. I think it will be a direct free kick set to be hit by Johnny Evans. So now Evans just lays it out in front of him. So free kick to Manchester United. Goes short from Evans to Dalot. Nice half turn there from Collier. Now Collier with his right foot goes to the option of Rashford. 15 yards into the Man City half. Long diagonal from Rashford. Taking on the chest from Garnacho in the attacking third. Garnacho cuts inside about 25 yards to goal. Garnacho central. Garnacho goes to shots. Blocked from Kovacic. And he'll roll out for a corner kick for Manchester United. On the left-hand side, lovely pass it was, and Marcus Rashford to pick out Alejandro Garnacho. Took on his chest, cut in. And the shot was blocked from Kovacic. And there's some really encouraging signs from Man United. They're taking it to Man City at the moment. So here is Bruno Fernandes to deliver. On the left-hand side, Ederson making sure that everyone's organised. So Bruno Fernandes to whip in this corner kick from the left-hand side. Fernandes, and that's the likes of McTominay to look for. Fernandes lifts it in towards Rashford. Rashford's header, and just missed by McTominay. Couldn't get that touch onto it. So unlucky. Rashford set that up perfectly for McTominay at the back post. Headed it to McTominay. He just couldn't get that contact. Rashford rose above Savio, and McTominay just flicked his right foot towards the ball. Yeah, just couldn't get that touch it needed. Divert it on target. And McTominay will be kicking himself another chance in Manchester United. And this Community Shield goes begging. So Bernardo Silva now on. So maybe looking at bringing on the big guns now. Pep Guardiola, James McAtee. Solid performance from the youngster today. After his loan spell. Sheffield United. So goal kick for Ederson to take it. Ederson goes short to his right to Akanji. Here's Rico Lewis down the line. Still in the Man City yard. And Bob can't get onto it for Dalot. But now Bernardo Silva coming on straight away, nicking the ball. Silva over halfway as Haaland on his outside. Bernardo Silva now plays it to the left to Savio. Savio, edge of the box. Savio cuts inside. Savio, heavy touch, but he still keeps it Savio. Savio to Lewis. Oscar Bob, edge of the area. Now Bob looking for run of Bernardo Silva down the line. Intercepted from Dalot. Now Bob goes behind him to Akanji. 10 minutes to go here at Wembley. Goalless in this Manchester derby in the Community Shield. Can we get that winning goal? If we can't, it is a penalty shootout. Here is Vardiel. Vardiel plants out towards the left-hand side. Matheus Nunes. Well marked from Facundo Polistri. Nunes goes down the ground. That's enough for Jared Gillett to blow up and give a free kick to Man City, which Nunes takes short and backwards to Vardiol. Now in the centre circle with Diaz. Diaz goes right to Akanji. Man City still just inside their own half, but time on the ball there for Manuel Akanji. Now Rashford trying to engage with him, as well as Bruno Fernandes. Akanji to Diaz. Vardiol wants it, gets it short from Diaz. Now Vardiol just over halfway. Nice turn from Nunes. Mateus Nunes looks to get away from Collier. Good tackle there from Polistri. Now Man United looking forward to it. Polistri plays over halfway, takes a deflection on Vardiol. Fernandes in the centre, plays outside of his right to Garnacho. Garnacho into the box. Garnacho, can he get a shot away? Garnacho shot into the back of the net, and Manchester United finally break the deadlock. It's been coming this half. It's Alejandro Garnacho off the bench, composed, placed it into the bottom corner with his left foot, and Man City caught on the counter-attack. Ederson was full stretch down to his left-hand side, but he certainly wasn't going to get down to that one. Terrific composure from Garnacho. After the Fernandes goal being ruled out, Rashford hit in the post. You felt that goal was coming, and Manchester United finally get it. Great work for Polistri in the build-up. His pass got that bit of luck, but deserved that bit of luck with the run he made. His pass to that deflection into path of Bruno Fernandes. He found Garnacho, cut in from the right, onto that left foot of his, and just calmly placed it into the bottom corner. Again, Ederson down full stretch, but he was not getting to that. Garnacho, that in between Diaz and Akanji, into the back of net to send the Manchester United end behind the goal into absolute raptures. It's Manchester City 0, Manchester United 1. And is Erik ten Hag about to get one over Pep Guardiola? About to get one over Pep Guardiola at Wembley once more. And Garnacho just turns to Manchester United fans into light and shows on the back of his shirt as well. Let them know he's in for a big season. So what have Manchester City got in response? Erling Haaland now just geeing up the troops. Jadon Sancho seem to made up with Erik ten Hag now. Still rumours he might be sold this summer. He's just come on. And Mateo Kovacic in possession of the ball. So 7 minutes to go here at Wembley. Manchester United fresh off the Garnacho goal. Will that be the winning goal? We'll wait and see. So it's Rashford who came off. That's a really poor pass at Kovacic to Vardiol. So great start for Man United. Great start for the restart for Man United. Man City playing it straight out for a throw for Facundo Polistri to take. Erik ten Hag knows this is a massive season for him. And what a way for it to start off by winning the Community Shield against your bitter rivals and beating them at Wembley once more. Onana clicks it forwards. Header from Kovacic. Nicely placed into the path of Nunes. Nunes heads it back. Here's Diaz just over halfway to Kovacic. Kovacic skips away from Garnacho. Kovacic level with the centre circle. In the Man United half. Switched it out towards the right. Controlled by Oscar Bob. Now Bob. Behind him to Akanji. Akanji squared to Kovacic. Kovacic in the centre circle. Now short into the feet of Vardiol. So 6 minutes to go at Wembley. Manchester United lead Manchester derby. Cleared away from Johnny Evans. That pass and Kovacic now is McTominay. Carries it over halfway down the right. That's Garnacho. Garnacho look for the run of McTominay. Well intercepted from Vardiol. Vardiol plays on the outside of Casemiro to Savio. Savio cuts in, gets away for Polistri. Play on to the referee as Savio thought it's foul for Polistri. And then it is pulled back by the referee as Vardiol. Well, I thought it was pulled back from the referee for a free kick. But that was a kick there from Savio and Garnacho. Garnacho's down there. I'm not sure if Jared Gillett has pulled it back for a free kick or not to Manchester City. But Garnacho looked to play that back. It was actually a big one, not Savio. Bernardo Silva, angered, fresh off the bench, just coming across and barging into Garnacho. Silva gets a yellow card for doing that. I think it is a free kick to Man City. Is it a free kick to Man City anyway? Because the referee way play on initially and then pulled it back for a free kick. So 5 minutes to go here at Wembley. Manchester United lead by goal to 0. There's a youngster in the crowd there. Garnacho, please can have his shirt. Well, the final whistle goes. He'll be hoping to get what could look like to be the match winner's shirt. So it's a free kick to Manchester City just to clear things up. So the referee play on and Manchester City couldn't do anything with it. And that's when Garnacho hanging on to the ball too long for Bernardo Silva's liking. He pushed into him. Bernardo Silva received the yellow card. So now short free kick from Manchester City. Savio and Vardy link up. Here's Mateus Nunes on the left-hand side. Turns away for Casemiro and Polistri. Nunes looking to get to the box. Brilliant sliding chance from Casemiro. McTominay takes a heavy touch, but that will do for Manchester United. Throw to City. And it is for Vardy to take. Down the left, Nunes gets it under control. Nunes turns, puts it through the legs of Polistri. Good tackle from Bruno Fernandes, and they're pushed there from Savio of Polistri. And a free kick to Manchester United. Again, they're edging a little more closer now to winning the Community Shield. And Onana just calmly coming across just to take the free kick, and again just to try and take it a little bit more of a sting out this game. And Manchester United fans in terrific voice. Onana just puts it out in front of him. He'll be taking his time. And no real need to rush now. Onana does take the free kick with 3.5 minutes remaining of normal time. Onana down the right side for McTominay to chase. Good battle there between McTominay and Vardy. Aggressive tussle, but Vardy won that battle. It's a throw to Man City. Very deep inside there and now for Joško Vardy to take. Vardy's throw. Casemiro looks to win it back. Was a foul for Casemiro on Mateus Nunes. Bernardo Silva takes the free kick quickly, pokes it to Akanji. Now Akanji with a switch about 25 yards, searching for the run of Rico Lewis. Too far though for Lewis to get to the ball. And that is a throw to Manchester United. 3 minutes of a normal time to go here at Wembley. Yeah, Pep Guardiola's been really frustrated all day. Understandably, their size performance, they just really haven't got going this afternoon, I must say. And yeah, some of the Manchester City fans, understandably, with a classic Manchester tie, the bucket hats on, just they look helpless at the moment. They're really unimpressed what they've seen today. Now Casemiro to Toby Collier, has been excellent since coming on the youngster Collier. Collier plays it back to Evans. Evans square into the feet of Polistri. He's done really well since coming on as well. The Den Haag subs have worked the treat. Obviously Garnacho stands to get the winning goal. Polistri's made a good difference. I think McTominay's added that physicality to the midfield. Polistri plays it back to Onana, just inside his area, whipped by Onana over halfway towards the right hand side. Too far for Garnacho. Vardy takes it on his chest. Now Vardy, he finds Savio just behind halfway. 2 minutes and normal time to go here at Wembley. Akanji out to the right hand side. Here come Manchester City here with Bob, Oscar Bob. Stopped in his tracks from Martinez, but plays it back to Rico Lewis, taking up that inside right position. Now here's Man City here with Oscar Bob. Bob turns. Bob's cross towards Bernardo Silva into the back of the net. We're all level. Bernardo Silva off the bench. Excellent header there. And Bernardo Silva's movement was terrific. Well worked from Man City down the right hand side. And they may just rescue this and take it to a penalty shootout. And Bernardo Silva, he's looked really frustrated since coming off the bench. And what he sees, desperately wanted to make an impact. Well, he's come on and made a real impact. Lovely link up between Lewis and Bob. Down the right side in the build-up. And it was the pass into the feet of Bernardo Silva. It's Savio who linked up with. And then Bob on the byline put a brilliant cross in towards Bernardo Silva, who got up and above Facundo Polistri and planted his header powerfully towards Onana's right-hand corner. He was left helpless, and we're all level here at Wembley with just a minute of normal time to go. Bernardo Silva has rescued it. Turned in a roar of delight in front of the Man City fans. Now can we find a winning goal? Here the score's locked at 1 apiece. Just waiting for Bruno Fernandes to get his back underway, but Kevin De Bruyne set to come on here for Manchester City, along with Nathan Ake. So Pep Guardiola have that in mind with penalties approaching. Want some real good technical penalty takers on. So Kevin De Bruyne, first one on. Couldn't quite see he came off for. And Ake on as well. So I'll just let you know in a couple of seconds who they exactly came on for, De Bruyne and Ake. So Bruno Fernandes gets us back underway. Here is Johnny Evans to Polistri. That's a foul there from Savio. Oh, Polistri again. Savio played a big part in the goal, linking up with Silva and Oscar Bob on that right-hand side. So 5 minutes of stoppage time here at Wembley. Can we find a winning goal? One apiece in the Manchester derby. Has Bernardo Silva just taken this to penalties? Or has he just sparked a complete turnaround? So just to confirm, Joshua Vardy on Oscar Bob, the two players who made way for Nathan Ake and Kevin De Bruyne. And now is De Bruyne chasing from the front, that short Man United free kick. Now Casemiro through the middle into the feet of McTominay. McTominay inside right, takes on the half turn. Here come Manchester United with Garnacho, edge of the box. Garnacho puts delivery in towards the back post, too far in front of Bruno Fernandes. But he will race onto it, Fernandes, and keeps it in play on left-hand side. Sancho into Fernandes. The first minute of 5 gone. Fernandes low cross, need away out the box from Akanji. Now it's forward here to path of De Bruyne. De Bruyne's passed bot from Martinez. And now it's Savio to De Bruyne. De Bruyne has a runner, Savio in front of him. De Bruyne slowing things down there. De Bruyne tackled, but it will go out for a throw. Good challenge. That came in from Facundo Pellistri. Again, Man City now need to just keep pushing it. Here is Ake with a throw. Back to Ruben Diaz. And now here's Mateus Nunes. Nunes to Akanji. Akanji finds De Bruyne, 25 yards out, inside right, can't link up with Haaland though, cleared out the D from Evans. And has a turn and hit forward to Bruno Fernandes, searching for Garnacho. But Ake lets the ball bounce in front of him, gets onto it for Garnacho. Ake held up here by Garnacho, and it's a foul. In fact, it's not a foul given in Ake's favour. Linesman saying Ake wasn't fouled. It's a throw to Manchester United. Really good work. In fact, it's a throw, a free kick, a bit of confusion here between both sets of players actually. So, ball went out of play off Ake. It was a foul from Garnacho on Ake. So I think it will be a free kick to Manchester United. I'm guessing that actually will be for the fact that Ake went down and handled the ball. So that is the reason why it's a free kick to Manchester United. Halfway into the 5 minutes of stoppage time now. Bruno Fernandes whips in the free kick, headed away comfortably. And now it's back in the Manchester United half with Facundo Pellistri. Here is Andre Onana, 2 minutes away from penalties. Onana long towards left-hand side, search for Sancho. Sancho backs into Rico Lewis, just getting away there from Jadon Sancho. And that will be throw for Lewis to take. Goes back into the feet of Manuel Akanji. Akanji's walking the ball. There's their chance maybe for Man City to get a winner. Here is Akanji still on the ball. Back to Edison. And Man City, I don't think will overly mind penalties, the position that we're in, but can they create that one last chance? A minute and a half to go at the 5 stoppage time. Ake plays it back to Diaz though. So here is Edison, left foot on top of the ball. Ball's inside the Man City area. They still have it, Diaz to Edison. And here is Man City still on the ball. Edison walking with it here. Still inside his own area. Now square to Kanji. Kanji finds Kovacic. Kovacic gets away for Casemiro. Here comes Man City through the centre. Kovacic out here now to Savio. Here's Savio, cuts in. Still Savio. Can he get a shot off? Savio in the centre now for Kovacic. Here is Rico Lewis to his right to Kevin De Bruyne. Low ball for De Bruyne. Grab low down by Andre Onana. De Bruyne was looking for that low cross at the back post. And that was really good work there for Onana to get down. He was looking for the run of Savinho. He did terrific there. Andre Onana had to get down to that one quickly. It is a long ball now from Onana. Over halfway, there's a one last chance for Manchester United. He can't find Sancho, clear away from Lewis, breaks it to Collier. Collier can't find Fernandes. De Bruyne plays it back to Kanji, 20 seconds to go. If we can't find a winner, inside the remaining 15 seconds now, it will be penalties. Here's Diaz. I think both sides accepting penalties here. Diaz goes back to Edison. Garnacho charging from the front. Edison, wrong foot's Garnacho. Edison just isn't phased when people run towards him like that. Now Kanji to Lewis. Well, did I speak too soon? So one last chance for Man City. Lewis looking for De Bruyne. Intercepted from Lisandro Martinez. Now is Jadon Sancho. And the full-time whistle blows here. They can't be separated in normal time. We will be going to penalties here at Wembley. It's finished one apiece. Manchester United open the scoring through Alejandro Garnacho. cut in onto his left foot with 8 minutes to go, put it beyond the reach of Edison into the bottom corner. But Man City struck back a Bernardo Silva header from a cross that came from Oscar Bob, who's been brilliant, I must say, today. Oscar Bob, excellent performance from him out on that right hand side. In the FA Cup semi-final where they were 3-0 up in that game. Extraordinary. Coventry actually thought they turned it around to win it 4-3, but that was ruled out. Today hasn't been quite as extraordinary as that one, but it's still been an entertaining contest. So penalties about to start, and the skipper for Manchester United will be getting things underway. So Bruno Fernandes, of course, I'm talking about. So can Edison deny him and get Man City right up and running in this penalty shootout? So again, I think it will be Bruno Fernandes starting things off. It will be the referee Jared Gillett just having a last conversation with both goalkeepers, Edison and Andre Onana. So of course, both sets of players standing in line. Even though, of course, this isn't a league fixture or a proper cup fixture, it's still tense. They still want to win the trophy. It's still such a prestigious English trophy to win the Community Shield. And Bruno Fernandes now plants the ball down the spot. So takes a deep breath. It's the first penalty. Will be taken by Bruno Fernandes. So Fernandes now again takes another deep breath. Steps up, Bruno Fernandes hesitates. Brilliant penalty for Bruno Fernandes. Sends Edison the wrong way. Puts it into the bottom right-hand corner. And the Manchester United captain gets things up and running in the shootout. Cool as you like. It's that little stuttered run-up he loves to do. Placed it in Stepper's right foot, sent Edison the wrong way. And Manchester United draw first blood in this shootout. So it's Bernardo Silva who got the shootout with that 89th minute header. So can Onana deny him and put Manchester United in pole position in the early stages of the shootout? Again, Bernardo Silva now sets himself, and just moving about this line. Slow run up for Bernardo Silva. It's safe from Onana. Excellent save down to his left-hand side. And Manchester United have the advantage after the first penalties. Brilliant save there from Onana. Yes, it wasn't the greatest of the penalties for the left foot of Bernardo Silva, but still, Onana sprung down to his left-hand side, pushed it away, and a chance of Manchester United to put further pressure on their noisy neighbours. Well, it's only been extremely noisy now. The amount of trophies they want over the years, but will this be a trophy which they will not get their hands on today? Manchester United can certainly put themselves in a really good position here. So it's Diogo Dalot to step up. Man United's second penalty, and Diogo Dalot just finds the bottom left-hand corner. I thought Ederson had kept that out, but it just went under his body. That was a nervy one there for Manchester United, and Diogo Dalot in particular. Well, Ederson got two hands onto it. I must say, goalkeeper Ederson's calibre, I think he should be saving that. Not a bad penalty for Dalot. I think that's one with getting two hands onto it. He should deny it. Dalot failed to do so. So 2-0 to Manchester United. Kevin De Bruyne up next. Surely he's got the class and composure. Hold his nerve, but then I thought the same about Bernardo Silva. Can Onana rise once again? De Bruyne hesitating run up. That's an excellent penalty for De Bruyne. Just like Bruno Fernandes' spot kick. Last little shuffle in the run-up just to send Onana the wrong way. He went the same side as Bruno Fernandes did in his bright sky blue boots. Kevin making over himself again at Manchester. Keep the daylight team there with Manchester City. So Casemiro. So now down with it, and it's Edison to take. We're still level. And it is Scott Bertomine. A really good impact. Sets himself room. Have a winner though. The Johnny Evans. their penalty shootout defeat to Arsenal last time out in the Community Shield, and they've got that revenge on Manchester United in that FA Cup final. It's finished here, 1-1 in the game, 7-6 to Man City on penalties. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.